Water is an important thing to have for a fire. After a fire, it's good to get back to normal. We are fortunate after our fire that we still have the garage and we still have access to running water. This running water was available during the entire time the fire was underway. What fire, you might ask? The fire that was here. The fire that was unable to be extinguished due to a lack of water. What am I doing right now? Where is all this water coming from? And where was it during the fire? Well, it's a 1-inch line. And where is all this water coming from? And where was it during the fire? It's coming from right here. How far is this water spraying? Right now, the water's spraying about as far, or spraying to where the kiddie pool was that the fire department had to use. Right about here, where you see the water landing, this is where the transfer pool was set up. Notice the steady flow of water that I have. Do we see this? Are we all clear? I am at the pump house, and I'm just getting water about 30 feet. This is an uninterrupted stream. This is what you need during a fire. This is what Liberty County kept running out of during our fire. Because there was no communication nor coordination between first responders such as EMS, fire, and police, we weren't allowed to explain to the fire chief that the volunteer firefighters that used to have a plan for here also have a faster moving spigot that ends up tapering off once the well begins running at full speed. How long did it take to fill those approximate 5 gallons? Gives you a sense of the rate of flow. How could this be possible? Surely the power was cut to this building, right? When there's not any preparation or a plan, then a building with its own power meter that never lost power from this transformer, power was cut responsibly by the EMC so that these 600 amps of power were not feeding the house. The fire melted not only the cover, but also that electrical outlet cover and also the irrigation outlet. But had there been coordination with the firefighting officials, the police deputies, and Midway police officer who kept a barricade at this road, without their assistance, without our assistance, at no point did they know that right here, let's stand where the transfer pump tank was. Right here is where they're offloading water coming from the development authority and then pumping it to the house. During the lulls when there was no water, or even when the firefighters first arrived, if they had only come to the source of the fire. What's the source of the fire? Where did it start? This fireplace. The fire was contained in this fireplace, and I had a hose running on it. We had time to move the car out of the garage and to clear the mantle for the firefighters to come straight through where I am. I am standing at the beginning of the driveway, and I have water almost halfway there. I am standing at the beginning of the driveway, and I have water almost there. What is there? There is where the fire started. Right here. There's an unobstructed, well-lit path. I'm spraying water from a well that was live for the entire fire. Coming from this functioning well. The single biggest mistake we made was calling the fire department. The second biggest mistake I made was ever leaving my post where I had water on the fire. The third travesty was that the Liberty County deputies didn't coordinate with the fire department. And instead of this water ending up on this fire, we had a lack of water and we lost this entire house. How does that make you feel?